Soar Without Limits Enterprises presents the TripleEPodcast, a show dedicated to empowering women to elevate, expand, and explore their mindsets. I am your host, Monique Pearson, best-selling author, mindset coach, international speaker, and travelologist. Are you ready to transform your life? Join us monthly for inspiring stories and actionable tips so that you can soar without limits. Welcome everyone to the TripleEPodcast, where we help you to elevate, expand, and explore your mindset. For those who don't know me, my name is Monique Pearson, and I have the honor and the pleasure of being your host. And I am super excited, as I am every time we have an awesome guest come on the show, and today is no exception. So I am going to read her bio, and then without further ado, I am going to bring our highly esteemed guest to the stage. So Deborah M. Johnson is the daughter of Bishop Weldon M. Johnson and the late Jacqueline Robinson Johnson. She is the mother of two beautiful children, Brooke Elena and Jaden Eric Johnson. A 1998 graduate from the University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, she also studied at Iowa State University and completed the Women's Entrepreneurship Certification Program in Government Contracting from George Washington University, and works in the federal government with the Department of Justice for 15 years as a contracting officer, and now she's currently with the United States Agency for International Development. Deborah is the founder and CEO of Visions Divine LLC. She is a master makeup artist, and she has used this business to combine her passion with her purpose to transform clients from the inside out. A graduate from Von Lee International School of Aesthetics in Pikesville, Maryland, under the Makeup Artistry Program, Deborah received her Maryland State license in makeup artistry in 2008. She advanced her skills by attending various seminars and symposiums to include, but not limited to, the Sam Fine Celebrity Makeup Artist, Fine Beauty Tour, MAC Pro classes, mini bridal workshop taught by celebrity makeup artist Candice Corey, Eve makeup class sponsored by Last Looks Makeup Academy taught by Jennifer Lombardo, and Just Eyes workshop led by Grammy award-winning makeup artist Tom Sumrall. Her work has graced the pages of Black Sophisticate's Hair Magazine and Essere Magazine. She has provided makeup services for guest speakers on Success Living Television Network, and had the privilege of working with John Jessup of the Christian Broadcast Network. She has also worked as a freelance makeup artist for Yvonne St. Laurent and Giorgio Armani. Deborah has opportunity to work with the Glam Squad for the 2013 BET Honors under the mentorship of celebrity makeup artist Kim Lee. More recently, she was the product manager for Wink and Pout by Kim Lee from 2015 to 2018. And in 2017, she was assistant makeup artist in a Jawan Lee film entitled Secrets. And in 2021, Deborah served as the lead makeup artist in The Exit Row, a thriller movie written and produced by Cinema 30 Media. After the passing of her mother on December 16, 2020, from a long battle with cancer, Deborah refocused on her healing while partnering with a few photographers to begin a Survivor Series campaign, a campaign to honor a survivor who has made it through a physical and or emotional situation. Deborah's goal is to offer services on a monthly basis that will allow the survivor to feel special for a day by providing them with the photo shoot and a mini makeover. Her mother always wanted to look her best, no matter what she might have been going through. And Deborah hopes to provide that same experience to those she comes into contact with. Deborah is a faithful member of New Life Christian Church and Ministries in Cambridge, Maryland, under the leadership of Bishop Weldon M. Johnson. She has served on various auxiliaries within the ministry. She loves traveling, being near the water, enhancing the beauty of her clients through makeup artistry, enjoys spending time with her family, and pampering herself. She's a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc. She's also a co-founder in the Faith for Fury Trials, Volume 4, From the Valley to Victory with Mountain Moving Faith. So without further ado, I am going to bring forward to the stage the master makeup artist, Miss Deborah Johnson herself. Hey, Debbie, welcome
Hi,
to Triple
hello,
E.
hello.
How are you?
I'm great, and thank you so much for having me.
We are so honored to have the makeup master artist in the building. Yes, Deb. So I know we read a lot, quite a bit there, and got to get a little bit of a taste of you. But why don't you share with the audience, like, what was the initial inspiration that made you pursue a career in being a makeup artist?
So when I was in high school, I would do my friends' makeup all the time. Actually, we would have like a line. They want their hair braided. So I would do makeup and hair, but most of the time my
Mm-hmm.
friends would come over and I would do their makeup at the house. And then afterwards we would have a photo shoot. So that was like the first entrance into makeup artistry. And also my mother used to work for Mary Kay. So I would use her makeup products and just, just glam everybody up and always want to do like a Polaroid photo shoot for everybody. So that's where it all began.
Oh, that is awesome because I think a lot of little girls probably love to play makeup but may not see it as something that they can parlay into an actual career. So when did you know that and take it serious? Like, okay, this is actually something that I enjoy doing, but I can actually also operate in my passion.
So, again, in high school, I started, but then after that, went to college. And even in college, that was like a side way of getting some extra funds. And then once I
Uh-huh.
finished college, I decided to just start taking classes. They would have MAT classes. So I would take those classes, sign up and all that. And I was like, oh, this is very interesting. I like playing in colors and doing all the things. But like I also would draw a lot too. So I would color that, like I was very creative and artistic in that way too. So that's where it all began.
Okay, well, that's an inspiration to those who have that artistic drawing talent, ladies, that you can definitely parlay that into an actual full time career and do something that you love every day. But Debbie, I definitely want to speak more about your Survivor Series campaign. I think that one is truly awesome, being able to honor your mom in such a way. Can you elaborate a little bit more about that, the Survivor Series campaign, and far as for someone who may be interested in participating, like how does that work?
Absolutely. So the Survivor Series campaign was birthed again around the time where my mom passed from cancer. And so I wanted to do something to give back to the community as well as start my healing process. So
Mm-hmm.
I started that campaign seeking out those people who would be willing to share their own stories. I did that through like an online campaign that people were able to submit their stories via email, and I would go
Okay.
through and just see if they would be a match for it. But the problem was I still wasn't healed, right? So I had to take a
Mm,
pause. And I
okay.
stopped for probably about a year and a half. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm at it again. I'm like, okay, I think I'm at a better phase in my life right now. So I am getting ready to revamp the Survivors campaign series again. I do have some more photographers that I'm working with as well. So that will be underway this year, 2025. So in order to get more information, you can go to my website. There is a form submission that you can complete in order to be a participant. Right now, I have about 7 survivors that are already en route to be a part of this program, but then after that it's open to whoever submits the information.
So, Deb, share with us your website so for those who are listening, like I may know someone or I could be a candidate myself to be a part of the series. Where would they go?
Absolutely. So the website is www.visions with an S, that's VISIONS, the letter D, and then VINE.com. So it's visionsdivine.com. And that's where you can get
Yes,
all the
thank you for
information
sharing.
about the Survivor Series.
We'll also make sure that we put that in the show notes for those who may not have captured that email, because I'm sure that all of us can know someone who would definitely be a worthy candidate for such an awesome cause. I love it. So, Deb,
And can
if
I
you
also
were to
add,
talk,
may I also
yes, go
add,
ahead.
may I also add, so the Survivor Series, because my mother had, survived cancer at one point and then it came back, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to be a survivor of an illness. So you can be a
Mhm.
survivor of anything as long as you're willing to share your story, because I want to capture footage and then on a monthly basis highlight the survivors within my social media platforms.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad that you clarified that in case there was a misconception that had to be the qualifications that you're opening up to. There's numerous things that people can be a survivor of. So don't sell yourself short, ladies. Reach out to Deb, and I'll make sure to put her website link in the show notes so that you can also put in for that application. So, Deb, I'm going to shift a little bit. If you're speaking to another young aspiring entrepreneur and God has clearly gifted her with talents and she's still trying to hide in the shadows and not be willing to come forward and walk in her gifts and in her calling, how would you help her to get beyond that?
So first, I would say it's okay to be in the background because you gain experience and knowledge and things of that nature. However, if that's your purpose in life, then eventually you're going to have to get from underneath get from behind the scenes. You have what it takes in order to accomplish any goal that you want. So just go for it. Sometimes it's good to do it afraid, even if you don't know all of the everything that's supposed to happen. That's for me, that was one of my situations. I am very structured. I like control. I like everything to be set. So I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't like branch off, and just do my thing. So I was
Mm-hmm.
comfortable being in the background because I was able to just now I'm in a different stage in my life. So now I'm like, I have to
Mm-hmm.
get out there and do what I need to do in order for my business to be successful. So just go out
Mm.
there and do it.
Y'all heard it first from Deb. Do it afraid. And sometimes that's how you learn. Even if you're walking and making mistakes, I think that's how we learn best. But the fact is that you're out there and you're trying and you're giving yourself a chance. You'll never know if you stay frozen and don't give yourself. So I definitely agree with that, Deb, because I'm also one who had to do things afraid. So I can identify with you for sure on that. So
Right.
share with us like when a time when you stepped out of your comfort zone and it led to significant growth. Do you have a situation you can share with us about that?
When I stepped out of my comfort zone. So one of my comfort zones, like as I mentioned previously, is being in control, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a situation that led me to growth is just recently when I had a new position. And
Mm-hmm.
if I had it my way, I would have definitely tried to control the whole situation. However, I can't go into too many details concerning the job thing. However, since I let up off of control and turned everything over to God, because I do have a belief in God. And I believe that He can handle anything. So when I did that, He was able to just make the whole process a lot smoother and peaceful for me versus me having
Mm.
anxiety and trying to figure it out on my own. So that was where the pivotal moment in my life where I saw growth within myself is when I was able to
Mm.
allow to relinquish myself to relinquish control and allow God to handle the situation in His timing, in His way, and everything worked out as it should.
So how did you do that though? Like what was like one of the steps? Because there's fellow control freaks like me that you were able to like truly give it over to him, let go and let God. What did that look like for you?
So prayer, much prayer. There was some instances at the job where I literally had to like pray within myself because If it was,
Mm,
I also knew that a lot of people were watching me, right?
mm-hmm,
So with that, I had to constantly say prayers, and just because in the back of my mind, I knew people were watching, I had to keep that positive attitude and
mm-hmm.
know that things were going to work out for my good, even though it didn't look like it at the time. But I
Right.
just knew that, everything would work out. And then I also have good mentorship and counsel. So I would talk, outside of work, I would talk to those people that would be able to give me encouragement to keep going. Because sometimes where I was like, I really don't want to deal with this. And why am I
Mm,
dealing, just questioning everything. And
right.
just because I kept my peace, that was key, keeping peace, not trying to insert yourself, allowed things
Mm-hmm.
to work out the way it should.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you for sharing that, because I know there's some people who are control freaks, but they just don't know what steps to take so that they can take their hands off of the wheel. So that was actionable.
Right.
And what I gathered that you said, one was praying without ceasing, surrounding yourself with those who touched and agreed with you in prayer and kept you encouraged in the moments that you may have felt like, okay, I'm over this. So those are definitely good actionable tips that we all can implement when we're under fire, which sometime in life is going to happen sooner or later. So since we're speaking
Definitely.
and we're
Yes.
on that topic of spirituality, what advice would you give to someone who is seeking to deepen their spiritual journeys?
Um, I think most importantly, you have to have a relationship with either, God or whoever, you have to have a relationship with a higher being. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's key because that way you're able to communicate and allow him to be able to communicate back to you and give you guidance, give you what you need. Um, if you have like somebody that you can talk to, that's good too. But spiritually, you have to know and be assured for yourself. So it's like
Mm,
self-confidence, like if if for example, this is what I really want to do, I'm going to pray and seek God for this. And sometimes, interestingly, he'll shut off people so that you can only seek him. So in
mm,
that regard, you have to just lean on him for his
mm,
guidance, for his direction, and things of that nature. So sometimes it's intentional, I think, that
mm.
some people you aren't able to reach because he wants you to specifically come to him. So I
You
think
better
prayer is
tell them,
key.
Deb. You better tell them, Deb. Because I think that's what we're quick. We
And
always
I,
go run straight to our girlfriends versus to the source.
yeah,
So, yes, that is
right,
so true.
right. Yeah, and I think too, because of my You know, I'm a PK. As you read in the bio, my father's a pastor, whatever. So that basically started the foundation of my prayer life and things of that nature. Because like I can't always go to my dad, even
Mm,
though even well, actually, I should back that. I should say I don't always want to go to my dad, because sometimes I don't want him to have to be concerned about my own issues. I'm grown, so
right.
I have to go to prayer on my own, so that way I can
Mm,
hear from God myself versus relying
right.
on um, my dad.
Yeah, that's why I think God wants us to establish and have that relationship and come speak to Him. It is great to have intercessors go and pray on our behalf, but He is always there and open for us to come and speak to Him directly and welcomes it as such. So that is
Absolutely.
definitely awesome. So, Deb,
And
share
then
with us
also
a
with
little
the,
bit more.
yes.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Deb.
Oh, I was gonna say also with that, if you go to God and ask him for things, like he can also open doors for you that you have no idea was meant to be open for you. So I believe that that's the reason why he wants you to have an open communication with him so that he can provide
Mm-hmm.
answers, provide resources and all of that. So for example, even with my makeup business, doors were open for me that I never could have even imagined. Even when it came to the point of me being the lead makeup artist for a featured film that's now aired on like different platforms and things. It's called The Exit Row. I had no
Mm-hmm.
idea, but sometimes it's just your faith, the way you present yourself, the people that you are around, because people talk, and things get around, and as long as you keep yourself integrity and have good character, then things will come to you.
Oh, I definitely do believe in that. As far as you being even an ambassador and being able to shine your light on someone else and they can see that, and that opens up opportunities, as you said, that may come, blessings that you weren't even expecting, above and beyond your expectations. We know that as believers that God can and God will go above and beyond anything we can ever imagine or think or pray for. So thanks for sharing that, Deb.
Right.
I know you have a new
Mhm.
book project coming up. Can you shed light on, give us some more insight into that and give us a little overview as far as what are you speaking about in the book? And lastly, where could we find it?
Okay, so the new project is the Faith for Fiery Trials, the prayer edition. I was in the Faith for volume 4, and that was from the Valley. This is the book here. This is volume 4,
Okay.
and that was from the Valley to Victory. And that book basically, it was a collaboration. So I was one of the co-authors in that book. And that book basically told stories, life stories that changed us and allowed our faith to, supersede in whatever situation that the authors were encountering at the time. So I'm in chapter 7 of that book. And the new one, the prayer edition, that comes out actually the end of this month, and you can find that book on my website as well. That'll be under visionsdivine.com.
Well,
And I'm excited
congratulations,
about that one as
Deb.
well because thank you. I'm excited about that one as well because that offers prayers for different situations. Of course, I don't necessarily know all of the stories, all of the prayers that are in that book. I only know my chapter. And so once I get the book, I'll be able to read everybody else's prayers, which is amazing. So I
Mhm.
can't wait until it comes out at that point.
Oh, that is awesome. So, how many of the co-authors are in this book project that is coming out next the end of the month?
I believe for the prayer edition, I believe it's about 14.
Okay.
Give
So,
or
oh, that sounds like an awesome project because who can ever have too much prayer? So definitely make sure you
right.
tap into Deb's website to make sure that you can, one, get your face beat to the gods, and two, get some prayer while you're at it. And also recommend or put in an application for her Survivor series. And also, Deb, I hear that you have something else coming down the pipeline that we didn't speak to yet. No, tell us what else Vision Divines has coming up on the horizon.
So yes, I have decided that I wanted to launch a botanical skincare line. So that is actually in the works as we speak. Right now, I have pre-orders on my website as well. So it includes like a wash, and actually I have some here, so I can show a
Yes,
wash. This is a
show the people,
wash,
Dad.
and
Show
this
the
is the
people.
actual size. That's
Uh-huh.
the actual size of the wash, and so
Well, for
everything
those
is
of us,
botanical. And because
I'm sorry,
say
Deb, I
that
didn't
again.
want you to go. In case we have a couple of questions on the watch, can you tell us as you're presenting what the line comes with, what those benefits are and what they do? Because all of us may not be familiar.
Okay, so this wash is a chamomile facial wash, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
this is the actual size. So I have different sizes right now. So this is the size that I showed you is going to be pre-sale for right now. It'll be available at the end of February, but on the site, on the website, is for pre-sale at the moment. So this
Okay.
is the wash. Basically, as a makeup artist, I decided that I wanted to do skincare first because most makeup artists do makeup, and I'm like, I believe that if you take care of your skin first, then the makeup application will be easy. So that's why I decided
Mm,
to go with the botanical skincare line, because also I didn't want any harsh chemicals or anything of that nature in the product that I'm trying to sell out to people. I've been using the
right.
product for about 2.5 months. So my face, I believe, is I really love the product, and I'm not just doing this just to sell the product, but I love the product. It hasn't caused
Mm-hmm.
any type of breakouts or anything of that nature either. So I think because it's botanical, then it's good for your skin. So
Mm.
what I'm doing for the website as well, all of the products have like the benefits, the ingredients, how to use it, and everything on the website as well. So I didn't want to take up a lot of time. So I have a wash. I also have an exfoliant that has mint in it. So this is the exfoliant. That's the exfoliant. And then I also have a toner. So you would use the wash first, and then you would use the
Hmm.
exfoliants for a deeper cleanse. And then I have a toner. This is the actual size of the toner. So the toner is just to make sure that all the impurities are off of your face. And then the
Okay.
last step would be to hydrate. So this is the hydrating, and this is a mango face cream. And so
Ooh.
that's the actual size. Eventually, I'll also be including a toner and a wash that is made of rose water as well. So basically my whole line is botanical, and I just want to just make sure that it's simple, it's clean, and it makes your face feel amazing. And I also for sale right now, I also have a travel kit that comes in a little pouch like this, and it's three of
How
them. And so it comes with
cute.
the wash, the exfoliant, and the moisturizer. And this is the size of the wash. So that's the travel kit, and that's available now.
Super cute, Deb. I love it. So many great
Thank
things
you.
going on over there. So what's the name of the
Thank you.
skincare line one more time?
So it's no particular name. It's all under Visions Divine. So it's a botanical care line.
Okay. So everything that we just discussed and heard about, like you can get from Deb on her website, which we'll be sure to include. I think I had a couple of people possibly ask me too, Deb, if they're interested in learning how to do makeup. Do you offer classes as well?
Absolutely. I'm in the process of switching platforms as well. So that'll include like where you can go on the calendar and do pick one-on-one classes. If you need to contact me, all of that information is on my website as well. But I do offer one-on-one classes. I offer group
Mm-hmm.
sessions as well. Now that we're getting ready to go into February, I'll also offer like Galentine deals and things of that nature if you want to get glammed up for, Valentine's Day, or anytime you have a special occasion, just go to my website and contact me and we can make it happen.
There you go, everyone. There you go. We pretty much covered all of the bases. So, as we're coming to a close, Deb, share with us who are or what, it could be an entity, that are some of your biggest inspirations and why.
One of my biggest inspirations is my kids. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they've caused me to pretty much get out of my comfort zone a lot. They've caused me to grow. I have a 15-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. So that's been my biggest inspiration, my kids. My family as well. We're a close-knit family, so my family has been my
Mm-hmm.
inspiration, as well as my mentors and people that are close, that I'm close with. And of course, other inspirations would be like those celebrity makeup artists that do makeup, and things of that nature, because they are already out there. But
Right.
in real life, it's more so my family.
Oh, I love it. And if we had to say, this is Deborah M. Johnson and this is her legacy, what would that look like?
The legacy that I would love to leave is the fact that I fulfilled my purpose. I was
Hmm.
able to accomplish my goals, my dreams, um, and that's to help somebody. I'm a person of service, so as long as I'm able to help somebody, that's my legacy.
Oh, beautiful, Deb. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us and enlightening us with all that Visions Divine has to offer and giving us a little bit more glimpse into the CEO of Vision Divine. We definitely enjoyed having you on the show this afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, Monique.
Yes, it's been a pleasure. So, if you are still shacking up with us and you have not committed to joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any episodes of the Triple E podcast. We'll see you on the next episode as we continue to elevate, expand, and explore your mindset. Till the next time.